Pastor Jacob, why did you do it, bro? Why did you do it? Episode 3 of The Snake is out, and this was an interesting episode. Last episode was a bit more eventful with the romance and cheating and all that, but this episode was a bit more emotional, a bit more strategic. Some of it good, some of it bad. This episode was titled Double-Headed Snake, and this had me thinking that someone was going to be exposed for being exactly that, a double-headed snake. And also, there are snakes out there that do have two heads, so it is a real thing. But actually, the double-headed snake was just a new twist this episode, because for the first time, there was going to be not one snake, but two snakes. Which also meant that there were two medallions, and now two people in power. And these two people had to come together to make a decision on who they wanted to save and who they wanted to eliminate. This challenge was a gnarly one, because they were having to solve a puzzle or whatever. But while doing this, they had to be basically attacked by like a million cockroaches, and yeah, a lot of people freaked out. I mean, I would probably be a bit freaked out having all those cockroaches just dumped on my head. Like, yeah, nah. So I don't blame a lot of people for quitting the challenge, but ultimately, McLean, the cheerleader, and Pastor Jacob, who's the pastor, won the challenge and became the double-headed snake. So the big thing this episode had to do with the fact that, well, both of them are on different sides. Jacob is pretty much distrusted by the whole cast, except for the two people he's aligned with, Amanda and Derek. And McLean is, I'm just gonna say, an ass kisser to the majority alliance of bros. Jack, Devontae, Brett, and Catherine with them too. It's just how it is because she has a huge crush on Jack. So ultimately, they couldn't really come up with a unanimous decision on who to save first until they came up with an idea for the pact. I mean, it's definitely a lot better than that voting block trust cluster crap they tried doing on Survivor. So Jacob, being the extremely smart game player he is, decided to make a pact with the Core Four, as they call themselves. They devised a plan, Jacob's alliance and McLean's, I guess, alliance, even though she's not really in it. In the end, both sides would be safe, and of course, this did not happen. Pastor Jacob, bless his soul, but Derek was absolutely on the money. Pastor Jacob just does not know how to play games like this. Now, when watching reality shows like this, I'm not super crazy about liking or disliking people based off whether or not they're actually good at strategy or not. But I am liking Derek just because he is definitely against this guy's alliance. And I mean, it's just how it is. Guys' alliances like this are not really that fun to watch. And it's better when they're decimated early on. And well, in this episode, they just further established their dominance because Devontae, who told Pastor Jacob that he would for sure go along with this pact, of course didn't. I mean, I feel like everyone saw that coming from a mile away. I mean, Amanda and Derek both knew that Devontae was not going to follow through with this. I mean, Devontae is a poker player. They all know this too. It's not like he's lying about his job. But yeah, this completely left Pastor Jacob exposed, although he really did himself no favors, but the pitching of this pact, basically telling Jack to his face that he wanted him or either of his two allies to go home. Which, I mean, yeah, you gotta respect the honesty, but he gave up a lot of his power by doing so. So, in the end, the plan completely backfired. And I am sad to say, but Brian, the ex-con, was one of the victims of this. Although I'm not gonna lie, he did have a lot of confessionals this episode, talking about how grateful he was for this experience, how happy he was and all that. So, I don't know, just following the patterns of reality TV, I was kind of expecting him to be eliminated in this episode just based on that. So I'm kind of sad to see him go. And then Cody also ended up being a victim of this, although I don't think anyone really cared that much about him having to go, so I don't really either. And I would rather have Derek stay in there just because he's guaranteed going against the alliance of Jack, Brett, Devontae, and Catherine. But yeah, it did kind of suck to see Brian go. But that was pretty much the episode, just a lot involving McLean, Pastor Jacob, the people that they both align with, and having to complete and do all these different packs. But yeah, that's pretty much what went down this episode. But I still like this episode and looking forward to the next episode because there seems to be a lot of crazy stuff that's going to happen there. But speaking of the next episode, I'm sad to say, but the snake is not coming back for like 2 weeks, which I hate because I want to see the next episode. I don't know if Fox is doing this just to spite me, but yeah, there's not going to be an episode next week. So this weekly series on here is not going to be as weekly as I thought it would be, but nonetheless, when the show comes back, this series will be back, so no worries there. The ratings for the show so far are not great right now. But hey, crazy things have happened. Maybe they'll improve, but maybe not. Either way, I am still here as a dedicated viewer of the snake. Hopefully all of you watching this are as well. And yeah, can't wait for the next episode of the snake. If you agree or disagree with anything I've had to say in this video, if you like my rambling and everything else in between, let me know down below. Also, let me know what else you'd like to see me talk about on this channel. Like the video, subscribe for more videos, and yeah, thank you for watching.